If you spend any time on the internet, you probably know the honey badger as a hyper-aggressive, unstoppable brawler that attacks anything in its path without a second thought. But out here on the dry grasslands of East Africa, that pop culture caricature quickly falls apart. The reality belongs to a very different kind of protagonist, a mother honey badger. For a mother tasked with protecting 3 growing cubs, acting like a reckless fighter is a terrible strategy. Charging blindly into danger would almost certainly get her killed, leaving her young defenseless. Her daily challenge is strictly biological. She has to secure enough calories to feed 4 mouths in a harsh environment where she is constantly surrounded by larger, stronger predators. Survival in this landscape requires a calculated discipline, a constant cycle of watching, waiting, and knowing exactly when the reward outweighs the risk. Take her first foraging opportunity of the day. While patrolling the open savannah, she discovers the carcass of a young deer. The meat is incredibly valuable, but a flock of vultures has already descended on the kill. Walking into the middle of those sharp beaks and massive wings presents an immediate physical danger. The internet might expect her to charge straight into the flock to prove her toughness. Instead, she holds back in the shadows and waits. This simple scale graphic illustrates the biological cost-benefit analysis happening in her head. The caloric value of the deer is high, but fighting larger animals rapidly drains her precious energy reserves and introduces the risk of a fatal injury that would doom her cubs. Mathematically, knowing exactly when to step back and wait is far more valuable than picking a fight just to get first access to the meal. Later in the day, a totally different opportunity unfolds across the savannah. A large secretary bird, armed with powerful, stomping legs, is locked in a lethal battle with a venomous snake. The honey badger is well aware of the fight. Rather than using sight, she has been tracking the conflict from a safe distance using her extraordinary sense of smell. She makes no move to intervene. Her tactic is to let the secretary bird expend all of its own energy and absorb all the physical risk required to secure the kill. She waits until the exact second the battle ends, and then she rushes in, snatching the dead snake right out from under the exhausted victor. By treating the hunt like a tactical theft, she secures a high-quality source of protein while successfully outsourcing all the fatal risks to another predator. She does have one famous physiological advantage: incredibly thick skin. This allows her to tear into a tree cavity and actively raid a beehive for larvae and pupae, ignoring the relentless stings of the swarm. The hive provides a quick spike of energy, but the actual volume of calories is nowhere near enough to sustain a mother and 3 growing cubs. To find real volume, she transitions to actively hunting meerkats. This requires extreme caution because meerkats maintain a highly organized sentinel system with guards watching the perimeter at all times. This cross-section shows what she is up against: a complex network of deep chambers and interconnected escape tunnels. A single alarm call rings out, and instantly the colony triggers their escape plan, causing every meerkat to vanish underground seconds before the badger can strike. She misses the kill entirely. Out here, failure is the most common outcome, forcing a mother to constantly adapt, to cut her losses, and to move on. Eventually, the sun sets on the grasslands, and the mother honey badger returns to her underground den to feed her 3 cubs. Her haul for the day is highly eclectic: scavenged meat from a young deer, a freshly stolen snake, and a handful of bee larvae. Every gram of this food was acquired through observation and timing rather than the mindless aggression the internet expects of her species. Her true resilience comes from an entirely different skill set. She watches her surroundings, waits out her competition, and continuously adapts her strategy to fit whatever specific opportunity nature throws at her. For this mother, one more sunrise is the only victory that matters. She survives by playing the long game, turning every small opportunity into a bridge to tomorrow.